Alright, finally. I forgot I wanted to live stream this whole experience and I nearly forgot to do so. But anyways, yes, the behind the scenes is back by zero demand. Just because I wanted to. I've noticed I'm much more productive when I live stream what I'm doing. I only get caught up in chat. I don't get caught up in Twitter. I don't get caught up in YouTube. I don't get caught up in the outside world. I don't get caught up in anything when live streaming. Which is exactly why I'm doing it. Because I feel like getting stuff done tonight. Since, this is lap 1 I am working on. Corner 1, lap 1. So I want to finish. It's 10 laps, and it's such a big track. That takes a while. So yeah, which sucks because I got Chase Elliott's 2021 car yesterday, and I can't use it because I already started on this, and I don't feel like restart. Movement, welcome. At least I have people, too, to communicate, so I'm not just talking to nobody this entire time, It's good to have friends. You're not lonely. And your parents don't think you're crazy for talking to a screen. It's all great. But, yeah, I'm not trying to spoil anything because this is the cutoff race to make the championship 4 then. And it is a super speedway edition of what Michigan is. It's just Michigan, but with super low horsepower and super high closing rates. The way I envision Michigan being, pretty much. Alright, let's throw this together, see what we get. What is this last shot? Move the cars while just load in. But yeah, there's a lot of room on this track, especially in the corners, which I guess is semi-realistic. I'm not sure if it's too wide, but if it is, oh well. Michigan's a wide track in general, so I have reasoning behind it, I guess. NASCAR fan 18 forever, welcome in. I knew it was only a matter of time. You've got to be the only person, not even my friends tune into every stream. Which means respect. 42 car, right here. Alright, let's see what I got. Not bad. Let's just... There we go. That's what we have at the moment. Alright. Time to change the camera angle. And back this up as well. This is such a tough track because I can't really stand on the wood. Because on the bottom side is Watkins Glen, and I didn't put enough under the track. What are my parents doing up there? They're using... That is not a vacuum that they're using. That is some high screeching technology. And I'm not sure how I should feel about it. You know what? I'm gonna put my phone in here. And then I'll put it here. Of course, this is one of those cameras where I'm gonna have to move like every car. And those shots always suck because they take forever to do. Oh, Jordan's here. One of my friends, sponsoring the series. NASCAR's Fast Cars Minor Niner. I should change that. Jordan, do you want to be called NASCAR's Fast Cars? Oh, no. There's no... Oh, no, I turned the camera. Did not want to do that. How do I turn it back? I've never turned the camera with Streamlabs. Jordan, not right now. Oh, here it is. 398 subs. Ah. All right, I got that. Jordan, please, not at the moment. Can't you see I'm like doing a stop motion here? Oh, God. This is what I deal with on a daily basis. It isn't bad, it just gets annoying when it's in a YouTube chat. But that wasn't my arm, that was my leg. Which actually does make sense that it is strong because I run a lot. That's my school sport. Jordan, stop. Stop. I could already tell. This is gonna be one of those streams. This is gonna stick with me for the rest of my life. Isn't it? Just the spamming that Jordan is most likely about to go on. Alright, well, I actually said nobody knows this because it's in the editing app. But you're going to see it in the pre-race. Closing rate is really high, which probably means at this point Kyle Larson has to pass Chase Elliott since we're a quarter of the way down the backstretch. Let's see. Here everyone can see the passing process. What is going on? Before I make every crash, I'm going to have to look at the playoff picture. Wait, why in the bottom left corner does it just say yes? I don't understand. I'm not sure anyone else can see it, but it just says yes in the bottom left corner. Normally by where it allows me to type in the chat if I wanted to. Alright, Larson not playing nice. Which in this race, probably a bad choice. But I can control it all. NASCAR fan, notify me if we ever reach 400 tonight during the stream. I don't know if we will. I hope, but I don't know. And you're going to have to notify me because I'm not paying attention. I'm too busy focused on this. I already have a plan for 2 of the drivers I want to crash because I may or may not have damaged some die casts. Meaning I have to crash them. And I will say they are on the screen now, which doesn't help. That only rules out... who's on the screen? 10 car Valmer rule is actually on the screen, so that rules out 2 cars. That doesn't really help, actually. I'm sorry I ever said that. Both cars are in the top 10. That's the only clue you're getting. And I can confirm they won't wreck tonight. Oh my god, they're 4 wide back here. How do I not realize I'm doing this? I am the one controlling these cars, and I don't realize I'm making them 4 wide. But we all love to see it. I want to try to make it quite a far way in this race before any big one happens. Maybe have a caution before then just for something simple. But, you know, I kind of want to build up the big one. You know? Not just, like, do what I did at Talladega where it just happens. I want to build it up with some great racing like every single super speedway race in real life goes. You know, like a 3 wide pass for the lead, followed up by 5 wide somewhere in the pack, followed up by a huge near save that turns into a crash back, you know, 2 rows back and eventually wrecks the entire field behind them. Something like that, where it just builds up. Nice. I like that, NASCAR fan. I struggle to think of nicknames, so I'm going to just call you NASCAR fan. Because forever just doesn't sound right, and if I call you NASCAR, that's like saying the actual organization is watching this, and that is by no means true. So, yeah, I think NASCAR fan is a really good nickname. What do you say? Hello, NAS 18 car. Oh god, another nickname I need to come up with. Again, can't refer to people as NASCAR. That's weird. That's referring to people as organizations doesn't sound right. Kyle doesn't have enough room in that 18 car to really make any sort of moves right now. He's going to have to push the 5. NAS. All right. Yeah, that does work. All right. Sounds good. So should I move this cam? I probably should. Yeah. I want to make Bubba Wallace get a really good finish. I just got the sudden urge to do so. We'll see how long it takes for that to change. Well, I mean, if there's any place Kyle Busch would do good at it, it's Bristol. I feel like that penalty for Kyle Busch was just unlucky. I'm not really a Kyle Busch fan anymore. I used to be. But I turned on him because I was one of those people who, as a kid, just got into him for the sponsorships. Didn't really care for his personality too much. Just kind of was biased towards the M&Ms. And I decided to become a Chase Elliott fan like 3 years ago. Yeah, like summer of 2018, like June or July of 2018. I think it was just before I went to actually see the race, which was Pocono in July. So, yeah, about Pocono, I changed to a Chase Elliott fan. And ever since then, I've been a Chase Elliott fan. And when Chase hasn't been doing good, I've either rooted for just a Hendrick Motorsports car or Matt DiBenedetto, or any underdogs at the front. Like, for instance, Suarez, Blaney I also really like. Chastain I've been rooting for a lot. Wait, what's this task progress thing on Streamlabs? Get 5 viewers. That's new. How many laps? We got 10 laps in this race. Also, thanks, NASCAR fan. The diecast. I need to do a full collection review. It could become an hour long. Because I think I did one where I simply glossed over every car I had and it was 18 minutes. And since then, I've gotten a lot more. Because I average getting like 6 to 8 each Christmas, each Easter, things like that. Big holidays, I get lots of diecasts. When I go to the store, I try to get a lot of diecasts, like 2 to 5. Oh, you were at the Daytona Xfinity race. Oh, that's gotta be lucky. Daytona is one of those places where I just want to visit. My parents won't go, and they won't take me for 2 reasons. One, because Daytona is one of those biker area places with the edgy people. But, you know, I feel I'd fit right in with the type of music I listen to and my voice. And 2, the Daytona 500's in February, which is in the middle of school, and I'm in high school now, and even I probably at this point would refuse to go until I graduated, because I don't want to really miss any work. And the I guess August race is in August, and it's too hot in Florida for my parents. Heat's never been bad for me, but I really like the heat, actually. I'd prefer it to be 90 than to be 40. Target only had 1 NASCAR diecast when I went yesterday. So I got it, but it was Chase's 2021 car. My Target never has much. Walmart didn't have any last time. I'm just in an unlucky area. And my Target had the Bubba Wallace Black Lives Matter car for at least 4 or 5 months. They had it till December, and that was all they carried. Oh, you have a 911 Memorial car. It's gotta be nice. I want Almirola's car from this past weekend. I so badly want it. It was one of the most amazing things I've ever witnessed in my life. I wish I still had some of the footage from when I went to Pocono in like 2019. I made a video for my old channel But since I deleted the footage, and I deleted that channel because it was on my school account, it just, yeah, I don't have it anymore. If I still had that channel, I would have screen recorded the video and posted it onto the one I currently have, because, well, it was a NASCAR race in person. They're always awesome. And I went with a friend, too, which made it 10 times better. You know? I remember I got a couple of die-casts. I don't think any are in this race. Who'd I get? I got that yellow William Byron car, the Hertz car. I got 2 more. Oh yeah, I got Blaney's PPG car. That blue one that has like the paint streaks on the side. And I got Chase Elliott's Mountain Dew car. And then my friend Jordan, who was in the chat earlier, got Chase Elliott's Kelly Blue Book car, which we eventually traded. I traded one of my cars for that one, which is actually the one I used in my last stop motion. So technically, I ended up with 4 cars after that race. Wow. 15 die-cast every time you go. That would be a dream for me. I want to go to more races. You know, one, I just want to hear the sounds, because, you know, that's my favorite part about going, the engines. I love the engines. I love good sounding things, which is why I love trains so much as well. And I also want to go to get some more diecasts. You know, it's really the only place I could think of where in person, in a big public area that's easy to find, you could find like the bush paint schemes and stuff like that. Because, you know, on like stores, NASCAR's allowed to promote the beer paint schemes, which is great. I sadly did not go to any races this year. I like to believe, I think the main reason I missed Pocono was because I failed my parents and my grades were like 2% not good enough. Like, we're talking, I needed 90s and like I was at an 88 in like English or something, and like probably a low 80s, upper 70s in math, because it's math. But yeah, also my sister had stuff on the day of the race, so I couldn't really go. Now, to solve that problem though, summer break is actually going to be a thing for the Pocono race, and it's not going to be close to school by any means like it kind of was this year. Because, you know, it's at the end of July. It's on the 24th next year. So I should be able to go to it. And I won't have grades as an excuse to be held against me. And my sister shouldn't have anything to do with anything relating to dance, because that doesn't happen in the summer. And the July race is the race I go to every time I go as well. Wow. I'm never going to see a doubleheader race in my life at Pocono. I am missing the chat. You guys are having a conversation. Flip at Dega. I think there won't be. If there will be, it's going to have to be a weird one. Like, we're talking Ryan Newman weird. He hits the wall hard enough that it just flips him. I don't think we're going to see one, though. NASCAR did a good job with their safety to stop that from happening. Will there be a flip in the race you are watching being made right now? That's not a question anybody asked, I don't think. It would be funny if someone actually did ask that question, like, right now. But we'll find out. I actually don't know. I feel like the last couple of races have had stuff that has just been out of the ordinary. Like Brad Keselowski in the last race. What was the race before that? Indianapolis was just... Ryan Newman at Indianapolis. That Joey Logano and Kyle Busch crash at Martinsville. I feel like there's been a lot of weird things happening in the series. So I want to keep this race normal. Big one at Bristol. Yes. Lap 5. I'm calling it. It's going to be an early one. That just seems like something that modern Bristol has. I think this weekend's race is going to be an all-time classic. And I think it'll be the last great race of the Gen 6 era. I don't know. Maybe Talladega will beat that. It probably will. But, yeah. Where should I put this? For now, here at the end of the straightaway. It's kind of far away, but... yeah. Yeah, I mean, lap 5, it's reasonable. Look at Bristol in 2018. And the first race of 2019. That's 3 races in a row, and there was a big crash before lap 5. Kyle was in 2018 in the summer race, and in the 2019 spring race. And Chase was involved in the one in the 2018 spring race. How did I make the track? This is styrofoam. This was painful to do. This does not glue either. I tried that 3 times and it did not work. This is plywood that is painted. And this is using, like, this blue tape here. You put it down, you make a line, you take it up, and then these styrofoam blocks don't actually turn. They're just kind of here because I started the track, realized that wasn't going to work, and realized I already glued them down. They are gigantic styrofoam boards I just cut to pieces. They're glued down. I don't recommend using those. And then that giant box down there, that I'm using that for a garage. I don't even know where I got it. I think my parents had it before I was born. I just found it in the corner of my basement, which is where this is located. Is it hard to make? If you're a patient being, if you're a patient human being, oh, that's an ad. Might be copyrighted. Probably turn down the volume. If you're patient and you put in the effort, no, it's not hard to make at all. Grandstands are also styrofoam with images that I just printed out. And I asked Jordan and Corey, my friends, to send me pictures on top of some of the pictures I already had in my photos, which caused for some interesting seating. Wow, how come everyone's in their basement? That's kind of creepy. Is that normal? I kind of want to see what I got all together. I'm not going to show it because that's a bit too much spoiling. Oh my god, this is probably the smoothest thing I've ever done. It's a bit slow, actually, is what it is, but it's so smooth. This is probably the most proud I've ever been of any stop motion. I'm just saying that. And you guys watching know how good mine are, or at least you say they are. I think they're pretty good, actually. As well. So, I mean, yeah. This is going to be a good one. Thank God I don't have any homework tonight. It's 5:39. Think once I get the cars to turn 3, I'll call it a day. Just because I kind of am in the mood to play Minecraft. You saw Jordan earlier. I think he's going to get pissed at me. He probably already is, I think. But yeah, I'll go be happy with him. Our Minecraft country world, where we all have our own countries, it's great fun. We have a donkey racing league. We practically stole Formula One and just used it with donkeys. It's awesome. It's genuinely the best world ever. But yeah, I'm gonna do that in a bit because I'm just in that Minecraft mood. How many cars do I need to move here? I don't want to be too spell on the screen. Yeah, he is. Oh, God. Ooh, Chase is getting swamped here. I'm just going to do that. Hamlin's just, he has the looks of a gigantic run right now, so I'm going to just make him kind of hop out here. And just like that, Chase being taken 3 wide. I think we should have Chase take Denny all the way down to the white line. It's the only reasonable thing to do. I like aggression. Aggression is part of the series. Next race going to be Kansas. I'm not looking at the chat, but I could see that was probably going to be a question sooner or later. Kansas is the championship race. Just like last season, just like every season coming up. Yeah, it was Eric Estep. It was Eric. It was the Double E Cup series. And since then, I actually got noticed by him, which is pretty epic. There's a video somewhere. Just search it up. By me. I made like the quick clip of his first initial reactions. But the full live stream is out there somewhere. I believe. I think he kept it up because I looked at it like a week later. So, yeah, that happened. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I wish Eric still made them too. I think, one day I want to meet Eric for one main reason. Well, 2 main reasons. One, he seems like a nice guy, and I do just kind of want to meet him. And 2, I want to see, because there's a potential I could be taller than him. Not right now, obviously, but, like, my growth, if it continues, I'm going to end up being, like, some 7-foot tall kid here. Just vibing. Oh yeah, we could make this a strategic move, actually. See, Bowman is here. Elliott is here. Maybe Chase is pulling down the racetrack to get help from Bowman. Yeah, I'm probably just getting full of myself here. Probably never going to be taller than Eric Estep. Is Eric in the grandstands? No, he's not. Roger Penske is. So is Kyle Busch. Scary ice cream truck Kyle Busch. Oh, the camera's a little bit ahead of the cars. Or at least of the 3 wide that I'm trying to capture here. Alright, we're just going to use some off-screen time to make Bowman get some massive run to push Elliott here, heading off into the corner, you know. Just some Hollywood, I guess. Hollywood effects. Denny's this car right here, in case you can't see, with a bright, bright light, which is also new. Well, partially new. I used it last time in Watkins Glen, but yeah. I guess now, since I have grandstands, I probably need to create crowd reactions to interesting moments, you know, like Mizcraft does. You know, like he has crowd cheering tracks in the background when interesting things happen. I really need to do that. I need to start and never stop. Will Kyle Busch win? We'll never know. Well, you will know. It'll just be 2 weeks before you know. Because that is probably the amount of time it's going to take to finish this stop motion up. Why is it zooming in on the FedEx logo? Of all the things here. I mean, there are literal faces in the background. Stuff you're supposed to focus in on iPhone, but you decide to no, zoom in on the FedEx logo. There's M&M faces almost on the camera. Oh, well, I guess they're not on the camera, but yeah. You know, is that like, what? That's just Lionel for you. Paint job is a little bit damaged on Denny Hamlin. Of course, I have had this car for 2 years, but still, that's Lionel stuff. And after all of that, Chase still is going to have the lead. I wanted to make him lose it, just to make sure everybody knows I'm not biased towards him. But my brain, it might be a little bit. And it's just, yeah. What do I think of the next gen? I like it. I like the Gen 6 better. When it comes to on-track racing, can't judge that yet and won't judge that yet. But I like the current car better. When it comes to engine sounds and, quite honestly, looks as well. And I don't know, but I don't think you can improve the super speedway racing any more than it currently is, so I'm probably going to like some of the racing better than what we have now. The question is, how do you guys feel about the Clash? I want to know that. Because I don't know why people don't like it. I think it's one of the greatest ideas ever. Put it in a football stadium. A historic football stadium. In a market that really only has 2 tracks, if you think about it. I think it's a good idea. And most of the drivers are from California. So, or, you know, that area, the West Coast. And it's a quarter-mile short track, most likely. I think if it works out next year and maybe trial it again in 2023, I think it should be a points race if it works that long. Which is some bold stuff. Alright, Harvick, you get around. Oh, wait, no, you need to back up a little bit. I do not have the slightest clue of who I want to win this race. I know somebody will be happy if Chastain wins, and I know I will be happy if I make Newman win. So, there are some options who are running up from Bubba, too. Bubba's never won in the series. All three of those guys haven't won. Same for Chris Buescher. I don't believe Keselowski or Harvick have ever actually won in the series. Like, we're talking across all 3 seasons as well. We're not just talking this season. It's funny how Matt DiBenedetto has 2 more wins than Harvick has in this series. Because DiBenedetto won Daytona, Season 1, Race 1, and last race at Watkins Glen. I was going to have a surprise command for this race with Chris Hacker, but I don't think that's going to really work out. Because, you know, he's busy. He's racing this weekend in the Truck Series. And, you know, it was supposed to be for Watkins Glen. So I don't think that's going to work out. And I should probably stop bothering him about it. So, yeah. Probably should not have mentioned that in case it does work out. And I want to make it a surprise. But, yeah. Alright. That's good. Let's just put this together in the editor. All right. I'm gonna just like put DiBenedetto down in the middle lane behind Blaney. Because one thing I've noticed is super speed race and Blaney mix in my series. Any series I do. Whether it's a stop motion series, whether it's a series where I do this with the diecasts instead of taking pictures of them. Blaney's just dominant in super speedway. Sometimes it's on purpose, sometimes it's not. But one thing in particular, he's always good on super speedways. Watch out for Blaney. He's going to be fast. 1 sub from 400. Honestly, at this point, I might just go to one of my alt accounts that I use for YouTube music free trials and sub on there, because I don't sub on all of my alternate accounts. Only the 2 ones I have videos on I actually subscribe with. But I could have like 405 subscribers because I just have like 6 extra accounts by now. Every 2 weeks I create a new account. I don't think it's really worth it, though. Especially given some of the passwords I made it. Oh, damn. I turned the camera. Mouth reveal. Wait, no, I did reveal my face before in a video. So yeah, diecast review coming probably in the next 2 weeks, I would assume. New video I got an idea of in the shower coming out soon, which is going to be top 10 things you didn't know about the series, which it's not as special as Eric's video he made on it. It's not as particularly interesting, but it's still cool. There's still some things you didn't know. And with that, there's just this one TikTok I'm going to show everybody because it's complete madness. I feel bad for anybody who watches this. Jordan knows it's his. Jordan takes full responsibility for this. All right, here we go. Here we go. Be scared. Oh, I love this. Yep. That's funny man humor. And that's the end of the stream. So, have the Star Wars end credits now. I actually have to enable that. Roll credits. All right. Goodbye. I'm a like pack up and stuff, and when I do that, I mute my audio. You can watch this. See if there's any funny things I've put on here. Oh no, that was just me like in chat, like doing that. Oh god. I also just quickly wanted to say, can I end the end credits, or is that not possible? How long do they go for? I don't know, but you can look at the top. I actually have the I saw this trend in person, and it's on my YouTube channel, which is pretty cool. I have a replica of it. Can't really see it. Kind of see it. But yes, I've seen this thing in person before. It's pretty cool. And it's on my YouTube channel as well. August 22nd